Well, we back in March, we ended up running into a leak in the basement, not knowing exactly what the leak was. I started to clean it up and then started smelling sewage, which probably is not a good thing to smell in your basement bedroom, especially since the cat litter is in a different room. But we got that cleaned up and then did an experiment and ran our upstairs bathroom, which feeds our front septic tank, and lo and behold, we ended up with more sewage in the basement. So yes, we knew that we had a problem in our septic tank. So we ended up started making some panic phone calls and found a plumbing company to come out, and they did an examination on the septic tank and found out that it was leaking. It had been leaking for probably 20 years, unbeknownst to us, and started finally breaking through the foundation and coming inside the house. So we ended up getting a plumbing company to come out and fix that. And then we started looking for people to work on the inside of the house, because I'm not very handy on the inside repairs. So we called our insurance company, and they came out and gave us a estimate on how much they would pay. And they gave us some recommendations on some companies to call, and Bixler was one of the ones that they recommended. So you guys were our first call. We made a call, and Jim came out and looked at it, and he didn't make fun of us or anything else. It was just like, oh, here we go again. Like, here, more of the same. So we started getting that dried out in the basement, pulled the drywall down, and got the carpet torn up, and he did an assessment on what we needed to get done, and so that's where we started with Bixler on. Our next call was to a foundation repair company. They came out and they wanted us to install a sump pump and barriers on the walls and put in a trench, about a 10-inch trench around the inside of the house. So they were going to manage the water once it came in. If we ever got more water in, they would manage it once it came in, not prevent it from coming in. So we called Jim up and said, here's what they're recommending we do. What do you think? I mean, we can't do all this. Can your company do this? And Jim told us, yep, we can do this, but it's probably not the right thing to do. So he thought about it a little bit, and then later on that day, Jim and Dave came out and sat down and reviewed all of the activity involved to get the interior of the house back to livable condition based on what the foundation repair firm suggested. And the assessment was from Bixler was that you guys don't need to do this. You're spending a lot of money. I mean, a ton of money trying to manage water once it comes in. Why don't you keep the water out?
The integrity of the firm really impressed me, that you guys were that concerned about us to come in and talk with us and give us the other options.
The basement looks fantastic. You guys did an excellent job.
Well, and
Nate and Preston really did a good job.
That's what I was going to say. They were very courteous. They were very careful to make sure that their area was cleaned up when they left each night, and they were very friendly. We enjoyed talking with them. So.
And they told us everything that they were doing while they were doing it. So.
There weren't any big surprises.
Yes, I would recommend your company to anyone, and hopefully no one I know has to go through this, but if they do, I know where to make the recommendation now.
Definitely.
And you guys were fantastic. We really appreciate it.